Hey everyone, back tuning into this Seniors Update. We're going to have a look at the bank holiday weekend for this video. We've got the late summer, end of August bank holiday coming up. Not this weekend, but next weekend. So we'll have a look at that in a moment. We did the first update on Sunday. It was rather changeable and cool update. So we'll see what the second update is showing. Before we get on with that, we'll just very quickly have a zim through this coming weekend for the V Festival at Staffordshire and Chelmsford. We've got interesting weather on the way for this weekend, potentially. But before we get on with that, just very quick to say about Yazzie, links to articles on the pages at gavsubfits.com. Have a browse with widgets, any articles that you're interested in, please click through you guys go for read the article. Thanks so much for doing that. There's also a video as well as page, so you open up the content. When you watch them, they'll close back up again. I'm rushing because I've got a lot to get through, and I don't want to go on too long. So, for Saturday, I say it's day one of the festival. It doesn't look like there's a great deal going on here, but we have got a weather system within the country to bring up some quite hot air from the south. So hot and humid, but with a risk of thunderstorms on Saturday. Upper air temperatures are really very warm for Saturday, so that's the hot air coming up out of France. But quite a bit of precipitation around, so it could be bursts of rain, maybe thunderstorms through the course of Saturday afternoon into Saturday evening. This goes through to midnight on Sunday morning, and there's a lot of rain across the country then, with a risk of thunder mixed in as well. It's going to be a very warm, if not a hot afternoon on Saturday, with temperatures up to 27 or 28 degrees, dependent on sunshine, how much rain there is, of course. That's into the 80s Fahrenheit, so really very warm at Staffordshire and Chelmsford for day one of the V Festival, but with the risk, an increase in risk through the day probably, some heavy and violent thunderstorms, and that's not very good, of course, if you're camping out. As we go through to day two of the festival, which is Sunday, that thunder risk is clearing away to the northeast, and then all eyes on this autumnal area of low pressure developing down towards Ireland. That's going to have a lot of heavy rain with it. The upper air temperatures are cooling off on Sunday, and the heavy rain and thunderstorms from Saturday and overnight, Saturday and Sunday, going off in towards Scotland and northeastern parts of England. But we've got this heavy rain out here in the Atlantic, heading in through the course of Sunday afternoon to possibly give a wet end to the day in Staffordshire, probably staying dry in Essex, but certainly for Staffordshire, there could be some quite wet weather setting in by the end of Sunday afternoon. Temperatures significantly cooler as well, just down into the low 20s for most parts of the country. It's about average of time of year, but it will be significantly cooler compared to Saturday. So quite an unsettled weekend coming up for the festival, and there will be some heavy rain and possibly some thunder around in places. So quite a lively old weekend if you're off either to Staffordshire or to Essex. So as we go through to bank holiday weekend, so jumping through a week now, we go into the extended range of the GFS model. This is in the unreliable time frame of the model, but very interestingly, it's quite a similar scenario really, with low pressure out to the west and bringing up some quite warm air from the south for Saturday 29th of August. So the upper air temperatures show another push of quite hot air coming up across the country, particularly in the east on Saturday 29th of August. And there is the risk of rain, possibly thunder in with that as well, so it'll be humid, cloudy and possibly wet in places as well. Remember, this is in the unreliable time frame of the model, so these sort of details aren't to be relied upon, but certainly the suggestions there that there could be some sort of thundery event going on with the warmth and the humidity. Temperatures are up into the mid-20s at least, possibly even a bit higher than that. We move through to Sunday the 30th of August, and that low pressure is clearing away then to the east, with a ridge building to west, much cooler air starting to tuck in between the trough and the ridge. The upper air temperatures show but up quite nicely, turning significantly cooler across the country for Sunday the 30th. Still some heavy rain, possibly thunder across Scotland. That'll be cleared away through the day, with drier weather eventually moving in from the west. Temperatures significantly cooler, just down into the upper teens Celsius, around 18, 19 degrees. And then this looks quite good actually for Bank Holiday Monday. This is the final day of August, of course, the 31st of August. High pressure is ridging in across the country, so the upper air temperatures are cooler, but it is dry away from the east coast, and perhaps a few showers, but it's mainly dry. That high pressure building in. Temperature's nothing to write home about, just into the mid to upper teens Celsius, and probably quite chilly by night. But be plenty of sunshine, and I don't think that would be too bad. Bank holiday Monday, to be honest, we've certainly had a lot worse. So the second update doesn't look too bad for the bank holiday weekend, to be honest. Probably starting off with some rain and thunder around, but then a drying trend, particularly evident for bank holiday Monday. Well, we'll see what the next update is showing, which I'll probably do on what are we doing? Tuesday. Probably do that on Thursday then. So we'll have a look at the bank holiday weekend again then. Alright, that's it for now. Thanks for watching.